Box Up TV, get ready to rumble, rumble, rumble. Welcome to Box Up TV. If you are new in this channel, you are highly welcome. Kindly do well to hit the subscription button and turn on the notification icon. For the returning subscribers, thank you for supporting this channel. The news headline: Andre Ward feels Joshua will be better off if he cuts down muscle mass. Taking this news from Boxing Scene website, boxingscene.com. Former two-time heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua should cut down on some of his muscle mass, according to another former champion and Olympic gold medal winner, Andre Ward. Last September, Joshua was outboxed over 12 rounds by the smaller man, Alexander Usyk, who walked away with the IBF, WBO, and WBA heavyweight titles. During the final stages of the fight, Joshua appeared to be fatigued and unable to keep up with Usyk's movements. The rematch is scheduled to take place on August 20th in Saudi Arabia. To prepare for the bout, Joshua has parted ways with long-time trainer Robert McCracken and retained the services of veteran coach Robert Garcia. Man, I've been trying to tell Anthony Joshua for the past 6 or 7 years, get the mass off, then you will feel faster. You will want to throw more punches and you won't hit that wall midway in the fight where that blood fills up in your muscles and you can't get the shots off. Ward told Max on Boxing. This is tough. I feel like Anthony Joshua is always this moving target. You know, psychologically, where is he at? Stylistically, where is he at? And he putting on more muscle mass, taking muscle off. All these variables sort of answer that question, and we don't have that answer. Yes, well said by Andre Ward, a true friend of Anthony Joshua. You see, the problem I have with fanship at times is that it's good to be a boxer's fan, but then at first you were a boxing fan before you became a boxer's fan. So when you are a boxer's fan, be true to that fanship. Because an open reproach is better than a secret love. Andre Ward truly has expressed his love towards Anthony Joshua for opening up to him regarding this constructive criticism. But more often than not, we see that fans know the truth in their heart and they hide it. You never can tell when you talk about the weakness of your favorite boxer. You might just be able to channel him towards victory. After all, this is a sport, and the original essence of sport is for unity and love. Andre has hit the nail right on the head. The dismissal of Robert McCracken and the onboarding of Robert Garcia is still not the solution to the problem. Sadly, I say that if Anthony Joshua does every other thing necessary and he doesn't address this particular problem, he might lose again. Because this is the cause of the problem. And the problem has been there. The problem wasn't really resolved when he took victory back from Andy Ruiz. He lost to Andy Ruiz the first time because of this reason, and he lost again because of this reason. Granted the fact that Anthony Joshua's case has been treated in many other videos, but this is the background factor that will determine the fate of that rematch. Like I said in one of my videos where I was talking about the background science, the sweet science of boxing. There's more to boxing than just hitting the gym. There's more to boxing than the nutrition aspect. There's more to boxing than all that. There is the biological aspect of boxing. because you are a biological being as a boxer, and you need to pay rapt attention to the biology of boxing. The entire body of man is made up of cells, and these cells have different specialization due to their nature. The cells of the eyes are different from the cells of the chin. They are different from the cells of the neck, of the body, of the bones. And they have different characteristics. That is why they are able to perform the functions where they are located. I will be comparing the cells of the muscle tissue with that of the fat tissue. The cells of fat tissue have less number of mitochondria than the cells of the muscle tissue. It is the energy factory of the cell, hence the source of power to the entire body. Now, the mitochondria in the cells of the muscle are very numerous, far much more numerous than the mitochondria in any other cell of the body. The cells of the fatty tissue in the body do not require radical activity for generation of energy. It's a ready reserve of energy. Cow hump and the camel hump are their energy reserves because they are made up of fat. That's what camels use in the desert. You see the hump behind camel back. They reserve energy right there. That's what some cow use in storing energy so that when there is no food, when there is no water, they can always pick from there. And you look at the body of Tyson Fury and you keep wondering, how come Tyson Fury is so smart? He doesn't look muscular, but yet he's more athletic than Anthony Joshua. Do you know the secret? How come Andy Ruiz won that fight and he couldn't gas out early? And Anthony Joshua that looks masculine, he looks quite like a commando, like a Voltron. He is the one actually gassing out earlier. The secret is behind the fatty tissues in the body of Andy Ruiz and the fatty tissues in the body of Tyson Fury. Round 1 to round 12 is like walking through a desert. And they have the energy reserve. The way they have energy reserve in their bodies, that's how the camel has energy reserve in its hump, and the cow has energy reserve in its hump, and it's able to tap from it when the situation becomes critical. But the guy who is building up muscles is also building up mitochondria. Mitochondria are the energy factory of the body. It's like you having several generators to run your home. You will be needing extra fuel to fuel all these generators. So the cells in the muscle have excess mitochondria. Every human being has a recommended body mass index. Anything above that is excess. Anything below that is shortage. There's a specific amount of mitochondria Anthony Joshua needs that will just be sufficient for him. Yes, I know it's very attractive and intimidating to have those muscles, to have that kind of body. It could intimidate your opponent, and it is very attractive. It's difficult for you to let go of something that makes you look good, but you need to face reality now. This is your career. It's been working for him, pumping up the muscles in front of all his opponents. They might have been intimidated before now, but Andy Ruiz has exposed him. And guess what? Alexander Usyk followed suit. And we might be seeing more losses if this issue is not addressed. I'm so happy that Andre is saying exactly what I said before. What is the main raw material this mitochondria needs? Oxygen. Guess what? Oxygen. So you need to take in extra oxygen to feed this mitochondria on that day. But you keep pumping up your muscles and you're increasing your mitochondria. So your demand for oxygen will increase. That is why Anthony Joshua easily gasses out. and can hardly make the 12 rounds actively. And so he relies on that power right to end the fight. And if it fails, what do? The more packs of muscles you have, the more you will need to breathe. And that's why we say all the time that AJ gasses out. AJ gasses out. AJ would need to cut down on his muscles so that the capacity of his gas tank will be able to handle the amount of mitochondria in his system. Then he will be able to face other things like the techniques, the head movement, and other things I've recommended before now. This must be attended to. AJ fans, if you love him so much, make sure you forward this video till it gets to him. And I hope he does the right thing this time. So if you must be athletic, you must be able to minimize the mitochondria in your system. Excess mitochondria due to large muscles without a very large gas tank to match. Guess what? You're just going to be like a Ferrari that we know, yes, it can run distance. It's a very speedy car, but there's no fuel in it. So how does it run? Or little fuel in it. Yes, it has the potentials. AJ has the potentials. But how does he maximize these potentials? He needs to deal with this guy. Please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification icon, and guess what? See you around.